Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. In this lesson, I am going to tell you some verbs and phrasal verbs which are related to the water bottle. What happens is when we want to describe the actions that are associated with the water bottle, we are not able to say that in English because we do fall short of words, and that's the reason I am doing this lesson. So in this lesson, you will come to know some verbs and phrasal verbs that you can use to describe those actions in English. And what are those actions? If I ask you to say those actions or to speak something about those actions in English, many of you won't be able to speak because you may not have that vocabulary with you. That's the reason you will fall short of words while describing those actions. For example, now what I am doing, are you able to say that what I am doing? Just look at this thing, what I am doing with that. I'm in general word, people do say open the water bottle, but open is not a right word. If you want to be more correct, you will come to know what word to be used in order to describe this action. I am removing the cap of the bottle, but what is the right word to say that? For example, I don't want water in this bottle and I want to release or what you can say, just remove the water from this bottle. I am holding this bottle upside down just in order to discharge the water from the bottle. Now what is happening? How would you describe this action in English? Well, don't know? No worries at all. Everything is going to be covered in the video. One more action. If you want to say the bottle, I am putting water into the bottle. How would you describe that action? Let's just imagine there is a running tap and I am holding the bottle under the tap in order to put water into it. So water is being filled into the bottle. How would you describe this action in English? That is what I am gonna tell you. So there are 4 actions. There is one more action. If I want to close the bottle, so in general words people do say close the bottle, but close is not a right word to describe that action. When you put the cap on the bottle, there is another verb, or there are some verbs and phrasal verbs which can be used to describe that action. So these all actions will be covered in this video. I will tell you some verbs and phrasal verbs to describe these actions. So let's begin. Let me tell you, the very first thing we do with the water bottle is we remove or detach the cap of the bottle. And the action of removing or detaching the cap of the water bottle can be described using a phrasal verb, that is twist off. So what I am doing now, I am twisting off the cap of the bottle. Well, twist off means to turn the cap of the bottle in one direction so that I can easily remove that cap or I can easily detach the cap. So twist off, what I am doing now, are you able to say that? I am twisting off the cap of the bottle. Or if I want to use a verb, I can say I am uncapping the bottle. What I am doing now, I am uncapping the bottle. I have uncapped the bottle. Or I can also say I have twisted off the cap of the bottle. This is how I would describe this action. Now the second action we do with the water bottle is either we drink water from it or we just remove or discharge water from the bottle. Maybe it is not fresh and we want to put some fresh water into the bottle. How would you say that? How would you speak that particular sentence when you want to tell people that you are discharging or removing water from the bottle? There is a phrasal verb to describe this situation. The phrasal verb is pour out. I am pouring out the water from the bottle. You just imagine there is some water into the bottle and now I want to discharge or I want to remove the water from the bottle. I am holding it upside down. Now what is happening? This action is nothing but pouring out. So I am pouring out the water from the bottle. That means I am removing or discharging water from the bottle. Or you can also use a verb, that is drain. When you say drain, that conveys the same message or that conveys the same meaning. It means, let's put this into a sentence. I am draining the bottle. means I am taking that liquid out of the bottle, or I am discharging or releasing the water from the bottle. This is how we would use drain. Drain is a verb. So either you say pour out or drain, it is gonna tell you the same meaning. The third action we do with the bottle is we put water into the bottle, and the action of putting water into the bottle can be described using verbs such as fill or pour. If you want to use the fill, then you can say let's imagine this is a running tap and I am holding this bottle under this tap. The action of putting water into the bottle can be described using the verb that is fill. So I am filling the bottle with water. What I am doing now, that process is happening. So I am filling the bottle with water. Or if I want to use the verb pour, then I can say I am pouring water into the bottle. This action is going on. So pour water. I am pouring the water into the bottle. This is how I can describe this action. The fourth action we do with the bottle is we put cap on the bottle. How would we describe this action? How would you say it in English? Well, there is a verb you can use to convey that message, and that verb is seal. I am sealing the bottle. What I am doing now, I am sealing the bottle. Or there is also one more verb you can use to convey the same meaning, and that verb is screw. I am screwing the cap of the bottle. I am screwing the cap of the bottle. That action is happening now. That is why I am using ing form. I am screwing the cap of the bottle. Now I have sealed the bottle. This is how we can use these verbs. So either you say seal or screw, it is gonna give you the same meaning. Well, so this is how you can use these verbs and phrasal verbs in order to describe the actions associated with the water bottle. Now, if you want to be more correct in terms of verbs and phrasal verbs while describing your actions associated with the water bottle, start using the words which I have mentioned earlier in the video. Well, I hope you find this video very helpful. In our day-to-day life, whether you are a student or working professional, definitely everyone uses a water bottle. Don't forget to use these action verbs and phrasal verbs to convey your message or to convey your feelings to people. Definitely these verbs and phrasal verbs will help you with that. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any concepts, questions or queries related to English, don't forget to mention them in the comment section below. I will be happy to cover them in my upcoming videos. Thank you.